Good morning. It is March 2nd. Out here in no man's land. We're going to do our morning routine. 53% in this bunker silo here. 86 here. 7% here. So that other large one looking like it's going to be time to sell fairly soon. A couple days or so. Still got the same amount of eggs from our chickens. No eggs from these guys yet. Not sure what age they need to be before they start producing eggs. Haven't really tested that, so we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Let's go check our greenhouses. I think there's a pallet of strawberries. Perhaps. Let's see, we got 54 liters of tomatoes here. Nope, not yet. Close though. Only 37 liters off. And our honey pallet is 27%. So we got 10 liters of honey, or not 27%, 27 liters. I got 10 liters of honey over the night. And we're going to get started on finishing up this field over here, planting the sunflowers. And like what I was saying yesterday, we will be putting couple new beehives down, so those honey pallets should start filling up a little faster. We might even take out a bit more of a loan. We're already racking up the debt like crazy, but I mean that's a thing that a lot of farms and farmers have to deal with is debt, bank loans and things like that. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. But we're definitely going to put a hive over here. Probably the biggest hive. We might even get rid of that small one that we already bought in favor of the biggest hives. I think that'll be worth it in the long run with generating honey. Honey's fairly profitable. And it's going to be something that we're going to need when we start trying to produce cereal. So might as well jump in with both feet on the honey. We should have probably started that sooner. We'd probably have a few pallets to sell by now. But we weren't really sure about where the field boundaries were going to be, so this one's going to be done fairly quick here, and then we can actually grab that big seed bag and top this planter off with it, just to get rid of the big seed bag. And this last row will be this field completed, nice and planted and ready. The only thing left to do on it, I mean, aside from the rolling that we can't do, we don't have the horsepower required to be able to use a roller. The only thing left to do on it is wait until we can fertilize the rest of it one more stage, as you can see here. And I did try already to use the fertilizing option on this tractor, or not on the tractor, but on the planter itself, and it didn't work, unfortunately. So that's just something we're gonna have to deal with later. Can I not? There we go. Top it off there. And this field's gonna be this one's gonna be fairly difficult to plant, I think. It's gonna prove the most cumbersome to plant. But we got to get it done, right? So we're just going to get started by going around the borders of the field itself. I think these hills are going to be the most difficult on this tractor, just because of how much how much this tractor weighs versus our old tractor. And hopefully we don't encounter any strangeness with planting where we're going to have to go at a different angle to plant. We could just keep going the way we're doing right now. So far so good, it seems. Yeah, looks like it's doing fine. Having a little bit of problem. Having a little bit of an issue. Like I said, it's not that much more horsepower than our old tractor. It's only, what, 17 more horsepower, I think. So it's going to have a few problems pulling this around. Yeah, the old tractor probably would have had a few problems too pulling this, just because it was only 100 horsepower, so do have a slight horsepower advantage. I think it's just the weight of this tractor. It doesn't weigh as much. The old one was closer to 4 tons. This one is just over 3, with the weight on the front included. So these hills are going to prove a little difficult for it. Oh yeah, this hill for sure. Dropping all the way down to 5 miles an hour. I think it was 4 there for a minute. And it seems like we're doing good now on the little downhill here. This field is definitely an interesting shape. I don't know what I was thinking with it, but it'll work regardless. Okay, so we have run into a few issues with trying to plant on this hill already. Kind of glossed over them a little bit with the sped up time, but just right there was a bit of a spot that wouldn't plant as I'm going on the hill right now, so I had to kind of change direction and rectify the problem. Not too bad though. I thought it was going to be a bit worse with a lot more spots like that. And I had one over here as well where I'm approaching. That was kind of an issue as well. But I think if we just do the planting on the hill like this, we won't have as many problems. There we go. See? We'll just basically do that until we get to the downward crest of the hill. Probably right here. And that should fix the issues with it. As far as seed count is concerned, I think we may have to go and buy more seed, but I'm not sure yet. It's hard to tell. We didn't even start with a full tank of seed on this field, and we're kind of getting close to halfway done with it. Nope, see, there's another spot. See how the hill kind of just, it's a little uneven around here, so I guess I could try and smooth it with the landscaping tools. We'll do something like that a little later, after the first harvest, I think. I'll try and smooth out the hill. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention is before I started recording today, I was looking at the news for Farming Simulator 22, and it looks like they're putting out precision farming here again. I think they said April 19th is when it's going to be released, so that's cool. Glad to see that returning. And that'll be something we'll be using on this this homestead when it comes out. It's like seeing new things that add to the realism. So we're just going to go ahead and keep doing this. We're almost to the point to where we can just kind of go back and forth instead of having to kind of contour to the hill here. Kind of starting to wish I had one of those Rigitrack tractors, the ones that have the kind of the, I don't know what it's called, but the thing in the middle that makes it kind of conform to the ground as you're going over hills and stuff. So that way it keeps a low profile onto the hill. Keeps it from flipping. Now I think that should be fine. So now we should be able to just kind of go back and forth to plant. And we're kind of fast approaching finishing this field already. There's still quite a bit. So this may take another half a day. But we'll see. We have some other stuff that we need to complete as well. Aside from planting for March. and looking as how the series is progressing, I'm kind of thinking that I want to keep going with the 28 days, but I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, because during the time when we're waiting for the sunflowers to actually grow, there's not going to be a whole lot we're going to be doing. I still need to think about what to do with that. It's already looking like we're going to be done planting by probably March 5th. At least as far as the sunflowers are concerned. We're going to have to figure out the vineyard stuff. I'm basically trying to figure out things that would occupy the time. We still have grass that can be cut, but not enough space in any of the bunker silos to be able to do anything with it. We just have to kind of sit out there until some space opened up in those. I'll figure something out. I mean, we might even have to speed up the time to times 30, which would make days very short. But if that's what we need to do, then we'll probably end up doing it to keep it on 28 days, because that's the one option I don't want to have to change. Alright, so we're running out of seed here, and I think it'll go for a little bit longer. Yeah, there it is. I don't think it'll... Yeah, I was going to say, it shouldn't keep making that same kind of lined pattern on the ground. So we got to go fill up a seed now. This thing's... So I wonder what it looks like. Whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, this thing's flopping around all crazy. Yeah, this thing is... This tractor is quite light compared to other tractors, so I gotta be a little careful on that. Alright, we're already down to 4 seed bags left. So we're gonna go ahead and speed this back up again while I finish doing what I can in the field today. Again, if I have any more thoughts on the progression of the series, then I'll bring you back and let you know what I'm thinking. And yeah, just kick back, relax. Okay. I think I have kind of an idea about how we can manage the time a bit better. We'll keep it at 15 times speed. We'll see if this works out. But we'll be starting at 9. We'll start the day at 9 and end at 5, just like the shop hours. So that way we have a specific, you know, it's an 8-hour day. And we basically run off of how the shop hours run. I know a lot of the time, almost pretty much all the time, farmers will work in the wee hours of the morning and they won't stop working until quite late at night. But for the purposes of this, that's kind of how we're going to do it. So we're going to start at 9 and end at 5. So after this row's finished, we'll do our evening checks and call it a day. So we're going to go park up in the vehicle shelter, refill the seed, and continue tomorrow. I think this will kind of help with how time management is. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not too wrong. So let's go ahead and refill the seed as much as we can there. Better actually lower it first, and then go ahead and shut off the tractor. Let's do our evening checks here of everything. 54% here. 87% here. 8% here. So we're getting close to selling time with this one. Not too much longer now. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. Now looks like we got a few more eggs out of these chickens here. That's good. Still no eggs from them. We might even place down a... We might take out more of a loan, which seems to be the trend right now, to place down a sheep pasture. We can go ahead and check the sheep pastures right now. See what we're looking at as far as that is going to cost. $26,000 for 15 sheep. Or we could take out a bigger loan and place down a larger sheep barn, which would probably be a better idea. And just buy as many sheep as we can. We won't worry about trying to sell the sheep. We'll just get the sheep to produce wool, and we'll just sell the wool as it comes in, type of thing. And we'll look into that probably tomorrow, because we do have quite a bit of grass still left. 75 liters of tomatoes here. Looks like we do have another pallet of strawberries ready to go. And it looks like still 27 liters there of honey. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and bite the bullet? How much do we need for? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, bees. Let's go ahead and bite the bullet for the bees here. 19,000 for the biggest one, and we want to place it about right here. That's about where we want it. So let's go ahead and do that. There. Bees, let's get it placed before it gets too dark. Hopefully that doesn't look too strange over there. I kind of lifted the ground up a little bit, but okay, it's not floating. That's always a good thing. So this is the one we want pretty much everywhere. That's the 33 Langstroth hives. So that should help with honey production. And we can actually go ahead and, why don't we just replace the other hive while we're at it before we go to bed. So let's get over here, go to construction. That's funny, I'm faced that way, but the light's going over here. Sell this one. Okay. Let's take out a little more. We'll place the new one. Okay. All right. And then tomorrow we will place another hive round about over here. Probably here's the problem. We got this road here that I don't want to block, so we'll probably place the hive here. I don't know how much of this that's going to cover, if that actually even matters. The other thing we could do is place it over here, kind of close to where the chickens are, just on the other side of the road. Yeah, we'll do that. But that's going to be something we're going to have to do tomorrow. Because right now I need to get some dinner, take a bath, and go to bed. But thanks for stopping by the homestead, everybody, and hope to see you tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, everyone.